Kia ora team. Today we're going to look at social media and the influence that social media has on our relationships. So a few key ideas looking at social media and its effect on relationships, the pros and cons of showing your relationship online, and looking at the idea of, is it really a relationship if you only talk online? Okay, so as a bit of a starter, I just want you to think of 6 different things. So come up with 3 things social media should be used for and 3 things social media shouldn't be used for. Okay, you can write this on a whiteboard, you can write it on a table if you're in P2, or you could do it on a Google Doc, or you could just think about it. It's up to you. So have a look at those 6 things. 3 things it should be used for and 3 things it shouldn't be used for. You'll need to pause this video and I'll see you in a couple of seconds. Away you go. Great, so hopefully you came up with 3 things social media should be used for, generally positive things, however you think or whatever you think is fine, and 3 things social media shouldn't be used for, and generally these will be negative things, maybe bullying, those sort of things that you've seen online. Okay, so that's getting us thinking about social media and its effects, okay? So there's been a bit of research. So studies have shown that people mostly use social media sites like Facebook because they meet the basic needs of connecting to others. So things like making friends, keeping tabs on your lives, and updating friends on the status of your life. Okay, so generally it's where you're up to and how you're going, and people can log in online and see that pretty quickly. So within social media, you can change your settings, to in a relationship or not in a relationship, or it's complicated. You can upload photos of you and your partner. You can also message your partner. You can find ex-partners, and you can also stalk potential partners. Okay, so there's a few positive things in there, a few negative things as well. If you think about it, like how many times has someone viewed your profile without you knowing? Are they sort of stalking you, seeing what you're up to? And is what you're putting online, is that what you want people to see you doing? So social media has a huge effect on our relationships. So a few pros and cons of putting your relationship online. Now remember, it's up to you if you do this or not, if you want your relationship to be online or if you want to keep your relationship private. Again, that's up to you, but you must remember that if you do put it online, it is visible to all of your friends and sometimes extended friends and family and those sorts of things. So it is very visible. So some pros behind that, obviously you can have public expressions of your feelings. It's easier to make connections or to connect with people, e.g. the friends of your partners, and you're more connected. So 24/7 access to each other, you can message each other, you can upload photos together. Okay, so there's some pros. Some cons, because of all this technology, you have less of your own time. Maybe you constantly feel like you're doing stuff with your partner, or you need to be uploading things about your relationship. Overexposure and blurring reality. Okay, so maybe only uploading photos where you and your partner both look really good, or in cool places, doing cool activities, maybe on holiday. So reality blurring, only doing the good things. And the real question is, what happens if you break up? Okay, so now you have all these photos, all these messages from your ex-partner, and in the past, you could just forget about them and move on. But now you have all this digital evidence, I suppose, of what you did together. Okay, so what happens when you break up? Looking at the idea, can we trust online relationships? Okay, now, so in today's day and age, with technology being so prevalent, people are getting into relationships without even meeting the person that they're in a relationship with. So can you sort of trust the person that you are in a relationship with? Can you trust that they are who they say they really are? Okay, if you've never met them in real life, can you trust them that all their interests are the same as you, or you're exactly what they're looking for? So that is a decision that you will need to make. Now, what I've got for you is a video. It's pretty common these days. It's called catfishing, and obviously the director here has made a documentary, and this is a movie about being catfished online. Okay, so someone creating a profile, their profile's connected, that he's never actually met this person in real life, and he seems to have this really intense relationship with this person without even meeting them. Okay, so have a look at this video next, and we'll discuss a few thoughts afterwards.
Hello?
Hey, Megan?
Hi, how are you?
Your voice is not at all what I expected. I mean, she must be pretty awesome, at least from Facebook.
How long have you been calling
each other babe?
2 weeks, maybe. I'm pretty good. I'm good. Last night we had a great talk. She told me about a chicken makes an egg every day. Did you know that?
Megan, I take you to my room and dry you off, touching every inch of you.
Megan is
A dancer. She sings.
her sister is an artist. This is the painting of Angela that she did.
That's the mom?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
She's hot.
The Facebook family. Well, that's what we'll call them.
I really cared about this girl.
I've had a real conversation with her.
So you're full on going out? I guess I don't know that much about her.
I don't really want her getting hurt. I'm not getting hurt. So what's the next move?
I think we drive up to Megan's farm in Michigan.
This is it. This is it. Just pull up.
Do you want to drive into the driveway?
Yeah. Are you crazy?
What do you mean?
Drive into the driveway.
What do you mean?
Don't back into it.
Why not?
Because then we can't see what's in front of us.
I'm a little scared. This place gives me the creeps. Let's go.
You've just found like the tip of the iceberg.
You gotta stop. Put the camera down.
Welcome back. So pretty interesting stuff there. He actually met that person online, never talked to her in person, believed all the photos that were sent through, believed everything that she was saying to him without actually meeting her. Okay. And then obviously we didn't get to find out, but he goes to meet her. And I would suggest maybe that it isn't the person that he thinks he knows. So that would be a pretty devastating experience for that guy. And hopefully that doesn't happen to you in the future. Okay, so today obviously we've looked at online relationships and sort of pros and cons and how they come about and how they're quite prevalent in today's day and age. What I would like you to understand is that you need to be aware of online relationships and you need to be comfortable with the position that you're getting yourself into. If you are in a relationship and you've never met that person, are you comfortable being in a relationship with them? Also looking at the idea of what happens when you post your relationship online. Okay, is it positive? Is it negative? Again, that's up to you to decide. But be aware that if you do put your relationship online, it is now public knowledge and others might know a lot more about you than you want to. Okay, thanks for listening, guys. Hope you learned something.